Hey everyone, Sarah here from Gen X NFTs. Today I am going to talk about Web3. Specifically, what is it? What is Web3? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. Web3 is not the metaverse. I'll discuss the metaverse in another video you can check out. Web3 is not Bitcoin. Web3 is not crypto. Web3 is not NFTs. Web3 is its own thing. Web3 is the all-encompassing term for what is going on right now with all of this new technology you keep hearing about. It's not a part of the whole, it kind of is the whole. It encompasses everything. To understand what Web3 is, you really need to understand what Web 1 and Web 2 are. So Web 1 was the first iteration of the internet. It came out in the 90s. It was read-only, super static. You couldn't do much with it. It was like going to a library where you can go and look at books and access information, but you can't really contribute to anything. You can't add to the books. You can't add a chapter to Harry Potter. You can just read Harry Potter and that's all you can do with it. And that was good enough for a while until Web 2 came along. And Web 2 is the version of the internet that we are existing in now. It's pretty fun. It's the interactive web. It's social media, it's TikTok, it's Facebook, it's videos, it's photos, it's chatting in real time to your friends, it's Amazon, Etsy, Google, Uber Eats, it's every app on your phone. It's good stuff, mostly. So the downfall of Web 2 is that in exchange for all of this free access to an online world, you give up most of your privacy and your ownership rights. So you may think that you own the photos you post on Instagram, but really you don't. You could get banned, flagged, Instagram could go away tomorrow, and you lose all of those amazing memories you've been posting forever, for no reason. It can happen. It happens all the time. It's happened to me. So, that's the real cost of free stuff in Web 2. You own nothing. And Web 2 is actually run by very, very few, very, very rich, very, very centralized corporations. They make money by selling your data and they give you nothing in return. So this leads me to Web 3. Web 3 is the next phase of the internet. It's a decentralized network that operates differently from the traditional Web 2 centralized world that we know. So how do I explain this? The best way to think about it is Web 3 is like a small town farmer's market where everyone has equal opportunity to sell their own products and services directly to consumers. There's no middlemen. There are no gatekeepers controlling the flow of information or transactions or taking a piece of the pie. That's Web 3 at a farmer's market. Web 2, on the other hand, is like Costco. It's like a big box store. It's like a big corporation that controls the flow of goods and information, and they make every decision about what is sold and at what price. And there's no negotiation, really. With Web 3, though, the internet, ideally, will be shared online and governed by a collective we. You, me, your neighbor, somebody in Nepal. It's about re-architecting the internet services and products so they benefit people rather than large entities. And I think that's pretty cool and pretty important because what this means is ownership. You will have more ownership and control of yourself in Web 3, of your data, of your information, of your pictures you post, of the goods you sell, the services you buy. And it will completely revolutionize our online presence. And it's kind of abstract at the moment to think about. It's hard to kind of wrap your head around what exactly does that mean. And it's far from a done deal, but know that Web 3 is very community driven. It's about putting the power and ownership back into people's hands. And you'll quickly see that the big brands know this and they're already in Web 3. They're trying to figure out how they stay relevant in this space because it will kind of come back to, you know, the little guy in many respects. And I think that's really cool. So I hope you're curious. I hope this has piqued your curiosity and you want to learn more about what it means. So, because I really think the earlier you know about it, the better prepared you are, and the more you can benefit from all the cool things that are coming. So yeah, comments and questions and recipes, anything, you can put them below in the notes. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going.